To begin, go to your shoplogix URL or link that you've been given. Log in with your username and password. When you first open the application, you will see on the left side of the screen the tree structure of one single plant or multiple plants. Within the plant, you can collapse or expand and see the underlying departments or cells you have within your plant. And within those areas, you will have your actual machines or lines or cells. You can use the search bar to search for specific issues you are trying to find. Here we are looking for late starts by simply typing in late in the search bar, and then you can see where it is occurring and comments associated with those late starts. If you then click on the comments, it will bring you to the report that gives you the details. To navigate back to the previous screen, simply click on the back arrow key in your browser, or simply click on the shoplogix icon. Now to get back to the full hierarchy screen, delete the late from the search bar and it will refresh with the full hierarchy. To see the performance of a certain area or plant, simply click on any level. In this example, I will click on Assembly Cells and see the performance of each cell at the summary level for the current shift. On the left-hand side, you will see the current job that is running on that cell. So whatever your shift schedule is set up to be, you will see the shift time with that current shift. For each cell, you will see the production in green, opportunity cost or production loss in red, or any other color that you have occurred a loss in. For example, red is idle, blue is microstops, and yellow is slow running, and then you have other lost opportunity reasons. Here cell 1 is running at 90% with 529 parts made against a plan of 589 parts. The goal represents the OEE for the cell. You can click on the sort button beside goal to sort by best to worst, or worst to best, or back to the original order it was set up in. The next thing you can look at is the cycle of the machine. So based on the set cycle time of the job, you are running faster or slower than the target for that job. A green indicates you are running faster, and a red indicates you are running slower. In this first example, 16 is the cycle rate of the machine and 16.4 is the target. The top number is always the actual and the bottom number is always the target. A negative is actually faster. You might think of it as a golf score where lower is better. So if the target was to produce a part every 16.4 seconds, but you can do it in 16, you are doing it faster. Please note you will also get the OEE number at the area level as well as a summary of all three cells. So in this example, you will see 90% as the average for the three cells for the current shift, as well as the total production and total losses across all three cells. The type column details the amount of time running and the lost time. The time highlighted indicates the current state that you are in. Whenever you go through a shift, you will have either lunches or breaks, and all allotted time will be in gray, and any break creep will be in orange. The next column is the reason column, where downtime reasons can be identified from drop-down menus of downtime codes defined by the company. The user can select the downtime reason and save it. There are two things to account for lost time: reasons and comments. So the user can also enter a comment such as short of materials. The title bar always tells you what you are looking at. In this case, you are looking at the assembly cells area, what shift it is, and what day it is. Make sure you are looking at the right day and shift. The system defaults to the current shift. By hitting the back arrow key, you can go back to a previous shift. The right arrow key brings you back to the current shift. There are other things you can do from this navigation screen as well. You might want to search for a specific downtime or cause. For example, you might want to see all your microstops. So you can just type in microstops in the search bar and it will find it for you. Now you can highlight just that reason or state. To go back to the regular view, just delete the search word and it brings you back. We are looking at the area shift summary view. To see a detailed chronological view, simply click on these three bars, second from the right on the top of the screen. This will open the area chronological view. From here, you can click on any area to get additional information on any downtime. You can also click and drag an area for more information. To clear the area chronological view, simply hit the Escape key. You can then click on the three bars again to go back to the area shift summary view. If I click on the assembly cell title, I go up to the plant level. Now I see every cell in the entire plant. I can then go down and click on a machine to see the machine shift summary. Example, if I click on cell 1, I will see all the data for cell 1. All of the reasons and comments I made at the summary level are still here. By clicking on the 3 horizontal bars, you bring up the ability to set things at the user's discretion. For example, you can set the target of what's green, yellow, or red. So you could set green to 90%, yellow to 80%, and red to 60%. The default settings are 100% for green, 75% for yellow, and 50% for red. When you go way over target, the circle fills to a solid green. When you see something in a solid green, it is more likely that your targets are off. Not everyone likes to have cycle time as a gauge or a column on their whiteboard, so you can now adjust the gauges. For example, you could say that I want to include scrap and I want to change my cycle gauge to parts per hour or parts per minute. So you can change it to any one of these 3 and save it. So now it will give you a scrap number as well as parts per hour. You can also adjust the columns or hide columns as well. If you don't want the comments, you can hide comments. You can rotate jobs, which will change the headings on the side of the screen to horizontal, which makes it easier to read. The default settings are hide scrap and just have goals and cycle. When you go into display, say you have a lot of downtime, you can limit the number of downtimes you show. Otherwise, your screen gets quite long. You can show the top 5 or 10 downtime reasons, or show the number of occurrences, or hide the number of occurrences. One of the best ones is the Pareto chart, and I can turn it on and it will Pareto my reasons. You can also print the reports in multiple formats: legal, landscape, etc.